These are a little funny to shuffle, and you would think, I've been doing this for several years now, and you'd think I would be better at shuffling by now, but guess what? I'm not. So it just goes to show you, you don't have, that's not something that has to be your niche. You just have to be able to interpret the cards. Listen, and just so you remember, I don't interject my, or at least not consciously, interject my personal beliefs into this stuff. I just read what the cards say and then try to interpret what they mean, and your interpretation is every bit as valid as mine. So if you think something's different from what I'm saying, you know, it could be very well be true. There's no magic, I don't think, to this. But before we do anything, let's have just a moment, you know, of meditation. Okay, so all the royals, a royal roundup, and we're going to see how this will play out. It's interesting. I mean, nothing brings people home to their true feelings more than when they're reminded of their you know, the finite amount of time we have on this planet. You and me, too. So we all, when we're young, it doesn't even occur to us. At middle age, it's a distant thought. And now I'm 66, and trust me, I think about it a lot. But let's do, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pull six cards. No, we're going to go 2 cards right down the line. So the mental, physical health of King Charles, Queen Camilla. Let's do that first. Charles, Camilla. I think, yeah, that's good. Charles and Camilla. Charles and Camilla. What about the mental and physical health of King Charles? First one up is, what number is this? Is this 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 of Cups. You know, the 9 of Cups, cups are emotion, compassion, and the 9 of Cups is about, they're sometimes called the greedy merchant. So someone who's willing, who's ready to display all the trophies of their emotional good fortune, really. So King Charles, mental, physical health, King Charles, he's showing to us how good everything is. That doesn't mean that's how everything is. He's showing to us how good everything is. But what is the determining factor of this? This is the 2 of Cups. Yes. The 2 of Cups is a partnership. Okay, this takes us directly to Camilla. So he and Camilla are in the middle of showing us what their emotional value is. But I want a determining card. I'm going to pull one more card to see what about his mental, that's a good word, his mental and physical health. One card. Let's take it right out of the middle. What about his mental and physical health? This is a knight. Yes, so the knight is the one who's got an action, a plan, a form. The knight is the member of the royal court who's going to fight for whatever it is he's been given to fight for. And so Charles is going to keep putting, his plan is to keep fighting. Interesting. Okay. Now what about the mental, physical health of Queen Camilla? Okay, so this is the Hanged Man. So this is looking at a thing from a different perspective. Camilla is beginning to change her thinking and look at this from a different perspective, where she's not perhaps so much involved as queen. Could that be true? And then the next card for Camilla is the Ace of Wands. So she also, like the king, has a plan to I think, to transition out of her major role as queen into something less. One more card for Queen Camilla. What about her mental and physical health? Oh, okay. So this is the Six of Wands, and the Six of Wands is, again, actions, plans, forward movement, but the Six of Wands is really carrying that plan forth. So yeah, she's right there with the king. He's got the plan, and she's the loyal servant behind him, pushing forward, carrying a light towards that end. So this tells me that, yeah, there's an issue, or else he wouldn't have a plan around it, and she's following suit with him. They're planning the transition to William. That's what I think. So yeah, there's issues, and they're making plans for it as they must. That's the duty of the sovereign, to make sure that everything goes exactly the way it should, just like Mom did. So now we're going to talk about Prince William and Princess Catherine, specifically Catherine, because she's the one with this. She's got the obvious ailment that we know about and we don't know about. I mean, we know that she's ill and had surgery and she's recovering. But William, he's got something going on. Is it mental stress? Is it worry? What is the deal? Is it anger? Some are hinting that maybe there's some an edge of alcoholism there, which I won't say that I believe in that, but some people are saying that. So William and Catherine, 2 cards each for William and Catherine. The mental and physical health of William here and Catherine. William and Catherine. Okay, so this is the Eight of Wands. Lots of issues coming at him at the same time. Perfect. Wands are actions, plans, forward movement, and this couldn't be more true. This is the Eight of Wands, and there's lots of issues bombarding him at the same time. And okay, so this is the 11th. This is the Page of Wands. As his position, even though he's the next in line, it's only the page. He can only bring an idea to the court, and it's up to his dad to decide how all this is going to be interpreted. But what about, so all of this stuff is a strain on him, but what about his actual mental or physical health? Okay. Oh, so this is the Two of Wands. This is, again, everything about him is actions and plans, but they're on hold. And the Two of Wands is having to decide which way you're going to go. And that's what he has to do. He can't take the lead, and he can't shrug it off. He's got to find some middle ground. So yeah, he's troubled. He's got lots of stuff on his plate. It is him deciding which way to go. And this person doesn't look particularly healthy. He's robust, but not particularly fully healthy. I'm going to say that Prince William is battling with at least emotional, mental stress about all this. But Catherine, that's the one who's the big deal right now. For Catherine, okay, this is the Sun card. Right now, she's in the light. This is the Sun card, Major Arcana. She's in the light. She's the one who's attracting all this attention right now from her mere absence. And the next card for Catherine is, again, this 11 card, which is the Page. This is the female page of emotions. So, again, very little value, even though she's going to be the next queen. Right now, very little value. She's got to fall in line behind the king and the queen. But what about the outcome of her issues right now? Broken heart. What this tells me is, and these are actions, plans, truth, justice, rules, and law with the swords, broken heart. So what this tells me is that her illness is from the mental stress that she has inside. A broken heart is a mental issue that manifests itself physically, and that's what's happened to her. All of this that's coming on has just been too much for her to digest. So yeah, it hurts. It hurts, and it has manifested itself physically for Catherine. One more quick draw on King Charles and Princess Catherine. 1 card each. Are they going to recover? Charles, this is the 7 of Wands, and this is a lot to get through. And he has to finally bow down to all these challenges. Catherine, wow. So this is the 9 of Swords. Yeah. So again, her her truth, justice, and rules and law. And again, she's working to prop up all these issues. They'll be fine. They'll come through it, because this shows them we're working towards those ends. But it's not without taking a toll. Look how these people are back bent trying to deal with the issues they've been drawn to. So yeah, you wouldn't think that the royals have a hard time because of all the luxury and money that they're surrounded by. But then you strip all that away, and it's about the stress. So next we're going to talk about Prince Edward and Duchess Sophie. So the forgotten royals almost. For the rest of the world, I'm sure Brits see them all the time, but for the rest of the world, so Prince Edward, mental and physical health, and Duchess Sophie, mental and physical health. What's going on here? Prince Edward. Okay, this is good. So he's got the great big ace of truth, justice, rules, and law. His guiding principle is clear for him. And again, the Hanged Man. He's also adjusting his thinking to a new scenario, looking at something from a different perspective. So he's there. One more defining card for Prince Edward, and that is also the page of truth, justice, rules, and law. So no matter how helpful he is to the royal cause, his input is and will always remain no more than that of a page, bringing a message to the court. But his message to the court is about truth, justice, rules, and law. So yeah, he's keenly aware of what's going on. He's trudging forward with his job. He's fully alert, but he's singing the song about these problems that are coming on. Now, Duchess Sophie. Okay, for her, this is the High Priestess. Okay, this is very interesting. The High Priestess kind of gives us, and it's a major arcana, number 2 of the major arcana. The High Priestess gives us allows us to use our intuition to decide how to interpret this card to some point. But it also brings with it a kind of a motherly protection. And I think that's where her head is as far as mental and physical health. And you can see this person is strong. So mentally, yeah, she's there giving a guiding hand, and we can use our intuition to recognize that she will continue to work in her diminished, I say diminished because she's not a major royal. She is a major, you know what I mean. She's not at the top. She's not the top 4, as Toby Lynn says, but she's important. And then also for Sophie, we have the 9. Oh, it's a hard bunch of actions plans to carry, but this woman is capable. Look, she's got it going up. She's wading through water, so it's a hard emotional journey, but she's going to make it. And one more card for Sophie is going to be the 6 of Cups, and again, it's loaded with emotion, but she's up to the task, and she's going to make it work. I tell you, not enough credit, I believe, is given to these second tier royals, and the third tier royals for that matter. Now let's talk about Princess Royal Anne, all by herself. Princess Royal Anne, mental and physical health. What can the cards tell us? Let's do 3 cards right off the bat. 3 cards for Princess Royal Anne. What will the cards tell us about her? First of all, okay, so this is the Queen of, let me think about this, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. No, this is the King of Coin. Peace. Pax's Peace. She is the Queen of Value. She is unstoppable as far as her value to the crown and her devotion. The next card here is the 6. The 6 what though? This is the 6 of what? 6 of coin. 6 of wands. 6 of coins. 6 of wands. 6 of, these cards are hard to define. These are actions plans. So yeah, she is fully committed to the actions and the plans that require her to fulfill those duties of royal. And then look at this. She comes out also as the Queen of Wands. So strong. Okay, she's going to be there to take care of the monarchy. She would have been a great queen. It's amazing. But, you know, things work out the way they should, and maybe that she's needed more all these years in her role as a supportive royal. And now let's talk about Duchess Sarah. I'm a little mixed personally about Duchess Sarah, but let's see what 3 cards can tell us about the Duchess Sarah. Is it Duchess of York, I think? Anyway, Sarah. You know, she's got her illness. Okay, so the 7 of Cups is illusion and delusion. That's what she's all about. She is trying to manage her husband's image. She's trying to somehow deal with her illness and still maintain her value. And it's an emotional journey. The 7 of Cups, illusion and delusion. The next card for her is the 7 of Wands. Interesting that they're the same number. And the 7 of Wands is, again, actions, plans, forward movement. And then, or is that the 7 of Swords? I'm sorry, this is Truth, Justice, Rules, and Law. 7 of Swords, okay. So she feels, look at this woman. She's stepping over Truth, Justice, Rules, and Law. She's going to make this work for her. And then the final card here is this 4 of Cups. Something that you don't really want. Listen, she married into that royal family. It turned out to be something she didn't thought it was going to be, but she's making do with what she's been given. So as far as her mental and physical health, this tells us that she's managing it with illusion and delusion. She's stepping past all that truth, justice, rules, and law. And it's something that she didn't necessarily ask for, but she's carefully placing everything into a bag to manage it. Duchess Sarah is a tough cookie, but with a different agenda than the rest. Not to say it's a bad agenda, but a different agenda. Princesses Eugenie and Beatrice. Princesses Eugenie and Beatrice. Sure, I'm pronouncing that incorrectly with my American accent, so I hope you will just bear with me on that. But the Princesses Eugenie and Beatrice. Let's do 2 cards each for them. 1, 2, Eugenie. 1, 2, Beatrice. And is it Beatrice who's very good friends with the Sussexes? Eugenie. Okay. She gives us the 13 of coins. Okay, so that's the Queen of Coins. She has value. She's going to be there for a very long time, almost like a Princess Anne. And then the 6 of Pentacles, which is also strong value. Now let's talk about Beatrice. So she comes up with, this is the Knight of Coins, Knight of Cups. Okay, this is emotional. She is a fighter for the emotional well-being of her place and the monarchy. And then also look at this. So this is the, is this Major Arcana? This is an Ace of Coin. So also her value is, I think, not given its full due, but she's there doing what she can in her capacity as a princess and a defender of the monarchy. Finally, the consequences of their stress and health battles. The consequences of their stress and health battles. Well, I think we kind of covered that, but let's talk about, do Charles, Camilla, William, Catherine realize they should have spoken out against the racist hate, the threats, the lies against Duchess Meghan, Prince Harry, and now Prince Archie? Do the top 4 have some sort of realization? 6 cards. 1, we're going to put them all into one group. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Do the top 4 have some sort of a realization about maybe what they should have done? Happens like that sometimes. The signifier card of this then is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of Cups. And again, this is a mixed bag of emotions. It's a challenge, and that's the signifier. It's emotional, a lot of baggage. The challenge to that then is the Chariot, and coming on quick. Everything started coming on really fast for these guys now. But what about, do they realize they should have spoken out? It's a challenge. It's coming on fast. The basis of all of this is, look, broken heart. Of course it is. The Queen's gone. The King's sick. Catherine's not doing well. It's all a broken heart. The past of this then, though, is the 10 of Wands. Okay, so the 10 of Wands, again, it's a somewhat more celebratory idea of the plans that you had as far as regarding those wands, but that's in the past. We're dealing with reality now, and reality is a little more difficult than what your plans were. Throw a little wrench in the works. The sky for these four again is this Ace of Value, and then the final outcome for that is Queens of Coin. Listen, they're all strong. But does it tell us if they regret or if they're rethinking their positions? Let's get 4 more cards. 4 more cards. It gives us where they are, but the very self of that question is right here in this Devil card. This is lesser intention. The whole self of that is that this was all caught up in lesser intention. They were not giving the future its due. There was a personal element to it. The environment that that's in then is this 12 of Wands, and this is, but they're fighting for the plans that were supposed to happen. The likely, the hopes and the fears, I'm sorry, is this 3 of Wands, and this is a mixed bag. It's a confusion. It's not particularly easy to deal with, but the final outcome of everything, look at that, is a 2 of Pentacles and finding a balance. Listen, they're not going to backtrack on the actions and the decisions they made, but they're going to start to look for a way to balance this out. So that's what I got today. Thank you so much, Toby Lynn, for asking the question. And everybody, ask a question.